Hello. Some people had a few questions about what to do for their lifestyle challenge journals, so I figured I'd make a little video. So first things first, you want to go to the right place. So go into Lifestyle Challenge once you're in your Blackboard website. From there you'll see a couple things. You'll see the major main assignment. This is where you'll find all the appendices, including Appendix A, which has all the rules, which you should have been following by now. You'll see a Appendix B and Appendix C for your calculations, and then finally at the end here, you'll see Lifestyle Challenge. So we'll go ahead and do week 1. So a couple things you'll notice when you get in here. First off is this section right here. Kind of scrolling around everywhere. This section right here. Read that because that's exactly what I want written. And the big thing is for each journal entry, you need to have all 3 categories. So that's very important. I want to see all 3 categories for each week. So 3 categories times 3 weeks equals technically 9 journal entries. So other thing, make sure you discuss all of these different bullet points here. What things worked and what did not, what surprised you, and I do want to see calculations, just like you did for your baseline data. So do this out to a full year, just like you did in Appendix C. For heating, you did calculate how much money you would spend if you kept heating on at the same temperature year-round, right? Or for the winter months. So hopefully you've reduced your temperature, for instance, in this first week. So then do the calculations out. How much money would you spend if you kept it at this temperature? Hopefully over time we'll see reductions. So that's just one example. For transportation, I want to see like how much you drive, yearly mileage you would drive a year if you drove only as much as you drove for this first week. For at least your 2 project days or 1 project day that you had to do. For transportation, I also want to see then how much you would spend in gas as well. So again, just go out to a full year just like you would have done in Appendix C, but do it with your new numbers. How you actually create your journal entry, you can do a couple things. You can create 3 journal entries, 1 for each category. You can just do 1 journal entry and type in some things here. That's fine. One thing I want to highlight is the ABC checkmark button. That is spell check. Click on that to see if you spelled everything correctly. It doesn't do it automatically in Blackboard. The other thing you potentially do is do browse my computer and attach a Word document that you've typed into. So for instance, we'll just do the actual assignment that I have written here. So you could also type up everything into a Word document and post it that way. So you'll type in your title, and then you'll post your entry. So then you'll see, here's your entry down here. You've typed it in, attached it. That way I can open it up and read what you've written. You can also do another journal entry, say that was, category 1, if you want to do category 2, and type in some stuff here. That is fine. So then you can do all 3 categories separately, or you can do all 3 in the same journal entry. I don't care how you do it, as long as you do all 3 categories. I'll be able to leave a comment on the bottom here, so you'll be able to see that once I do make my comments. The other thing I want you to see is the grading rubric. So see the kind of little box that's over here. Click on that, and you'll actually be able to see exactly how I'm going to grade this thing. I'm going to look at completeness. Have you completed all 3 activities? Various amounts of points for that. Effort. Does it seem like you put good effort in? If you don't tell me a lot about what you did, I don't really know that you put in a lot of effort. So describe to me what kind of stuff you did in this project. Creativity. Did you do the bare minimum? Did you start getting a little creative, maybe things outside of what I wrote that you could possibly do in the assignment? Did you start looking into it and start looking for every category? What are more things you can do above and beyond? Calculations. Did you include them? Did they appear to be correct? And writing skills. I do expect you to use, standard American English here. Make sure you're checking for proper spelling, capitalizing all your I's, things like that. A lot of people seem to write in all lowercase, but we're practicing our standard English here. All right, so that's basically what you do. Make sure you do all 3 categories for each week. Get those submitted. I'd like to see your week 1 challenges in hopefully by this Friday, April 8th. or whenever the week is before they're all due, so that way I can hopefully grade them and get it back to you. So that way if you make any mistakes, you hopefully won't make those same mistakes for weeks 2 and week 3. All right, good luck.